Today was an outstanding day of fishing here in Georgia. It started out a little challenging. Coming down here to experience some warm weather, well, I happened to come to Georgia in the coldest time they've had in eons around here. When we got to the fishing spot this morning, it was 21 degrees. It was about an hour and a half up in the mountains, and it was gorgeous up there, but oh my God, was it cold. Snow everywhere, just a little, inch or two of it, but all over. River looked gorgeous, very smallish river, really nice looking, but God, it was cold. My guide, Ron, said he'd never gone fishing when it was this cold before. So we got out of the car, got all geared up, and oh my gosh, I kept thinking, going through my mind, not wanting to tell him, I don't want to do this, it's too cold, it's too cold. He said at one point, he said, Jim, are you all right with this being this cold? And I said, well, we're here. So he tied on the flies, which took forever in this cold weather. And we went down, and in this little bitty river, little creek, it's called what's it called? Noontootla. Noontootla Creek. It's, first cast, I hooked and lost. He broke it off. Oh, I'd say a good 20, maybe 22 incher. And we both went, oh my God, and all of a sudden we got a little warmer. We fished this one simple little hole, and I lost 2 big fish, that one and another one I broke off, and landed 2 others. To maybe 16 inchers, nice fish. And then we just fished that for 20 minutes or so, and I was feeling better because I wasn't as freezing, just because I excited about the fish, and also it was good fishing, you could tell it was going to be. We stepped up to the very next hole, and it was sort of a almost smallish little bowl with a big rock, and you could see right into the water, and you could see a good maybe 15 to 20 fish in there. And there was one big one that was sitting right sort of in the front, in the deepest. And I cast out there, and I was staring at this big fish, and Ron said, Jim, set the hook, you missed one. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, I was staring at this fish. Well, he said, okay. He said, those little fish are gonna be more aggressive. I said, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get that big one though. Next cast up there, came down there and set the hook, and I caught and landed this big one. Good 24 incher, about a 6-pound fish. They're not real deep here, but they're just a gorgeous rainbow. And we proceeded from there to have a great day. Still just cold as could be. We'd get in the car and warm up and walk a little further. We didn't wade very deep, even though the creek's not deep enough to wade, but most of our wading was below the knees just to stay warm. I must have, I think on the day, I must have hooked 12 to 14 fish, landed about 5 or 6, and broke off, lost one and broke off 2 other large fish and landed the one big one. Just a gorgeous day of fishing. Freezing cold, but gorgeous. It's supposed to be up to 50 degrees tomorrow. Yee-haw, warm up a little bit. Fired up.